Welcome to NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health. We are here at Bath High School to bring you high school girls sectional basketball tournament action, where the Bremen Cardinals will take on the New Knoxville Rangers. Tonight's game is brought to you by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Plygem, Precision Strip, Swearman Pharmacies, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, Securcom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry. Fine thank you to all those sponsors that allow us to bring you this. And again, this is sectional championship game between the Cardinals and the Rangers. I'm Jeff Henson. Alongside me this evening is Dean Jackson. And Dean, it's an all MAC with two schools that are neighboring schools that travel roughly 30-35 minutes to play this game here, and both looking to win and move on to the Wapak District. Both teams obviously won the night before the games we had. New Knoxville cruised. New Bremen had a little bit more work to do to take care of business to get here.
And these are two teams that I see putting together a pretty balanced game tonight. A lot of the same style. We got New Bremen needs to take care of the basketball just a little bit better, but I'm expecting a big game. I'm expecting a game that's going to be a lot different than that first meeting that they had in December on the 16th, just before Christmas, where New Knoxville gutted out a 34-26 win. Scoring was at a premium in that one. I do not think it's going to be that low for a variety of reasons, but the most important reason, because they've got fire in their belly and they're going to come out and they're going to want to make a statement and they're going to want to make something happen tonight.
Yeah, these are always good games, and you talk about New Bremen, the 8-point loss at New Knoxville, an offensive struggle there at New Knoxville back in December, and New Bremen had some difficulties, I said, with Hard Northern and committed 20 turnovers. We talked about that during the game. It kept Hard Northern in the game, if you will, and New Bremen escaped with a 12-point win, able to hit some foul shots down the way, and New Knoxville had no trouble with Ada, a 41-point victory. Really controlled things in all phases. The one thing, again, from that game I remember, it was New Knoxville I thought did not box out well on defense, meaning they gave the Bulldogs some offensive rebound opportunities. And New Bremen thrives on that, so they'll have to do a better job of that and keep a more athletic New Bremen team off the boards. But
the question that some people are going to ask, a 55-14 win, a game where they really weren't tested. But I don't think you need to be concerned about that for the Rangers, because number one, they were patient. They ran their offense. Yeah, we talk about the defense, but time comes, they're going to have to buckle down, and I think they will. But they were disciplined. They got a lot of people into the game. I think New Knoxville is going to come off that game with a different style and a different attitude than what you'd think in a big win like that, where they won by a bundle. They were with the running clock for almost all of the second half.
Yeah, I'm sure they know it's going to be a different test tonight, and one that they experience nightly through the MAC schedule they play and even the Shelby County teams that they play against. So that will take care of things right now. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have our starting lineups and the opening tip here on NKTelco Sports.
Kemler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Wapak, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gerstner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco. At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com. Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Welcome back to Bath High School. We are in the bathtub here, home of the Bath Wildcats and Wild Kittens, and for this championship game between the Rangers and the Cardinals. And we will now meet the supporting cast here shortly for both teams. And first off will be the New Bremen Cardinals. And again, as we talked earlier, Dean, in our pregame, they had a loss against these Rangers back in December by 8 points. Didn't play real well that game. We're going to look for a bounce back tonight.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. You come back, you look at that game, and coaches don't like to play the same team twice in a season. Can you imagine teams that have played 3 or 4 times? Yeah. But they've got a chance to correct the ship. This is also an unenviable time because they have corrected, or seemingly have corrected, the ship from when they played early in December. December, you know, you're still getting freshmen and sophomores finding their role. So it's going to be a lot different of a game. Also, you're going to understand the system a lot better.
As they introduce the Bremen support players, non-starters, the team that overall shoots 38% from the field. The Cardinals do not bad field goal percentage, just 28% from the three-point range and a decent 66% from the free throw line. And one stat we talked about, they had a number of turnovers at Hard Northern, was that they averaged nearly 18, 19 turnovers a game, so they'll have to take care of the basketball tonight as we finish up the support players here for the Cardinals, who had a 12-point win over Hard Northern to earn the right to play tonight.
And that was a 12-point win, and it seemed really like 6. It was disjointed. Hard Northern had a lot of different things that they did, and I don't think even 20 minutes after the game that New Bremen was still comfortable with the fact that they won.
Now we'll swing over and see the support players for the New Knoxville Rangers.
You know, and as we go through these reserve players or the bench players, that is not a slam. No. You know, coaches talk about bench players. What it does is it gets you those people to come in for a few minutes. You've got to roll. You got to get a stop. You got to get somebody some time off of the bench, or because of a foul or whatever. But perhaps most importantly, you've got an extra set on the eyes on the court to see things that maybe the coach doesn't see. And if you're a good coach, you're going to empower your kids to be able to say, okay, coach, I see this happening. You teach them to be able to look for things. Again, it's like having another coach on there.
Yeah, and you know, high school is maybe a little bit different. When you get to the next level, you need extra players because you can't run the full college length, if you will, with just 5 players. You need 6, 7, 8 deep. Now the starters for the Cardinals. Katie Howe, where's number 2? She's a 5'6" junior. For the Rangers, number 3 is a 5'7" senior, Taylor Newman. 5 feet 10 inches tall, junior, number 3 is Ellie Rechterman.
She was our player of the game the other night. We'll talk more about that in a minute, but she came on strong.
Number 4 for the Rangers, Jacqueline Leffel, 5'9" senior. Kelly Friend, where's number 5? She's a 5'7" sophomore. And the Rangers, number 5, will be a 5'7" junior, Morgan Leffel. 5'10" junior, number 12 is Madison Cordonier. 5 feet 11 inch senior wears number 30, Megan Jurasic. Kira Berkey, number 23, is a 5'9" senior, the only senior on the roster for the Cardinals. For the Rangers, number 32, 5'6" sophomore is Ellie Gable. Chris Burton is the head coach for New Bremen. Tim Hegemeyer, the head coach for the Rangers. And before we go to the tip, we'll go through our keys of the game tonight. First, for the New Bremen Cardinals.
For New Bremen, it's always about rebounding. You're going to get a team in a late season game, it's going to be about rebounding. You got to keep composure. You're going to get everything thrown at you. This is about getting to the next level, and it's about doing whatever it takes to win. And of course, with that, you got to take care of the basketball, limit the turnovers.
Well said. Now flip it over to the New Knoxville Rangers. Their keys.
Really not much different. Control the boards, and that's something that, you know, I thought they did at points in the game against Ada. Play good help defense. Not everybody can do the job, and of course, play offense sharp. They had flashes of brilliance against Ada, and I don't think it would have mattered who they were playing, just in how well they were distributing the ball Wednesday night.
Well, right before the tip-off here, Ellie Rechterman having a little trouble with their contact, so they will delay the tip-off here and give them time to work on Rechterman, who you mentioned was our player of the game against Hard Northern the other night. Had a good game, doubled her average almost with 11 points. Had some good rebounds as well. They went to her late in that game. In the second half, she had some points after not scoring in the first quarter, got the rest of her points in quarters 2, 3, and 4. But she was one of those Cardinals that kind of came up big. We mentioned earlier, Kaylee Ferrand, number 5, had some foul trouble, only scored 2 points. Didn't play a lot, so Rechterman picked up the slack. And also one other girl off the bench, number 10, Aaliyah Truman. You mentioned the ones off the bench. She came in and had 8 points, and she was averaging just barely over 1. So she was another one that kind of hit some big shots for Coach Chris Burton's team in that win of 12 points against kind of a difficult team in the Polar Bears of Hard Northern.
What I liked a lot about Truman was, yeah, she scored 8 points, but she also ran the offense very well when she had the ball in her hands. Back to Rechterman. They called on her to fill the paint. She came up big. It was a game where friends on the bench, you got to find some new roles, and Rechterman came in there and did a fantastic job.
Very athletic, and she can not only crash the boards, but you know, picked up some big points, if you will, as well. So they're still treating her, as you see there on your screen, as Coach Chris Burton there to the right of her. He's in his 8th season at New Bremen. He picked up his 100th win in her first game this season. He now has 113 wins against 77 losses, good for a 59% winning percentage. On the other side, New Knoxville's Tim Hegemeyer. He became New Knoxville's all-time wins leader this season a couple games ago. He now, in his 15th season, owns 231 wins against 131 losses, good for a 64% winning percentage. So both coaches have had milestones this season.
Now, Jeff, I think we're going to have a very spirited game from the crowd, because when Rechterman, was ready to go, the crowd cheered. So we're going to have a good, enthusiastic fan base tonight.
That's why you play the game. You throw the numbers on the papers away. It's going to come down to what you see right here in front of you on this hardwood. And start off the game, the Cardinals have the ball. They commit the game's first turnover. Gable with the ball, and we'll look for Leffel, and the Rangers will give it right back. So back-to-back turnovers, and New Knoxville not able to capitalize on that. As again, New Bremen had 20 of them in their win. They average 18 or 19 a game, so they'll look to improve upon that. New Knoxville opens up in a man-to-man defense. And Katie Howell is the point guard. Over to Friend, guarded by Morgan Leffel, so we have 5 versus 5. Oh, I'm sorry, guarded by Taylor Newman that time. Cordonier, big shot. Good opening look for the Cardinals, and Madison Cordonier for 3.
No fear there. You know, you shoot against the man-to-man. That gives you almost no defense with the zone if she can hit like that.
And she's our leading scorer at 12.8. Scored 11 in their win against Hard Northern. Didn't shoot extremely well from the field, but nonetheless led them. She was just 2 for 8. From the three-point range was Cordonier, as Leffel's three-pointers off the mark, goes out of bounds. A team offensive rebound for New Knoxville. They'll get another look here. Morgan Leffel will take it out for New Knoxville. Jurasic up to Newman. Gable, who will reset the offense. It looks like New Bremen also man-to-man. Both teams in man-to-man defense here as we start this opening few minutes here.
Really not a whole lot of room for New Knoxville to work, so they're going to have to make some things happen.
New Bremen will defend as Gable answers with a three-point bucket of her own. So each team with 2 turnovers, each team with a each team with a turnover, each team with a three-point made basket. And Gable nearly comes up with a steal. And Gable is not only in that first possession, she created the steal. She averages nearly 2 steals a game. As the Cardinals get a nice entry look, and Madison Cordonier tries to hit Ellie Rectum. Unfortunately for New Knoxville, Megan Jurasic able to get a finger on that, knock it out of bounds.
Yeah, Jurasic right on top of it right there, fighting for every pass that comes inside. That's going to be her role tonight.
They get in a Friend, and she steps out of bounds. So another turnover for New Bremen. They got a good look into Friend as she had worked through a couple screens and was able to get entry pass, but just ran out of real estate. So a couple turnovers for the Cardinals already. New Knoxville with the basketball. Gable to Morgan Leffel. Up to Newman and back to Jacqueline. There's Jurasic. She's open. Good job. Nearly coming up with a turnover was Rectorman. The pass into Jurasic she was open. Give Rectorman credit, Dean. She collapsed, closed quickly, not giving Jurasic a good look.
Again, that's the type of game we're going to see tonight, fighting for every single possession, fighting for every single pass. This will not be an easy contest.
When you talk about keys of the game, running the offense sharp, Jurasic was open. The pass just not there quick enough. Rectorman needs to be careful she doesn't get a foul going through the offensive player. Leffel for 3. And she buries it. So New Knoxville has hit on 2 triples to start the game. And as a team, New Knoxville shoots a 3-point shot at 34%. A little bit better than New Bremen. I mentioned earlier, they're at 28% accuracy. Again, that was through the regular season. But New Knoxville 34%. Again, Leffel, Jacqueline has hit the ball much better late in the season as New Bremen commits another turnover, the 3rd of the game.
Yeah, French coming out. She's trying to establish herself after not playing the best game Wednesday night, but she's made 2 turnovers already.
So New Knoxville will see once they can capitalize on this turnover. Leffel hit the last time, open for another one. That one off the mark, out of bounds, rebound for New Bremen. The game's first substitution will be sophomore 5 feet 5 inch tall, number 2, Haley Flutterjohn, averaging 4.7 points a game. Katie Howell, the point guard. Mentioned earlier, New Bremen just 1 senior on the team, and that's Kira Berkey. She's number 23. So a lot of underclassmen, if you will, talent for the Cardinals returning, but they're not ready to end this season yet, especially for number 23, Kira Berkey. That ball got in, and another turnover as it was deflected. Friend able to trying to save it, but was out of bounds when she touched it. So fortunately, Dean, for the Cardinals, they should be fortunate they're only down a bucket with the number of turnovers they've already had to start the game.
Yeah, and I don't think you really fault her for that turnover, even though
she gets credit for that. She was trying to save it, you're right, but as a team, they
that was aggressive.
3-point shot by Jacqueline Leffel off the mark, and New Bremen will send in their first support player, Aaliyah Truman, number 10, 5 feet 6 inch sophomore. Mentioned her a few minutes ago, had a good game off the bench against Hard Northern, scored 8 points. She averages 1.5, so definitely a little bit extra from her offensive game in their win here on Wednesday. So she replaces Howell, who Truman will help run the offense. And Berkey goes in, and she will pick up a foul against New Knoxville on a, I won't say out of control shot, but definitely one that she was going hard to the basket.
That's one of those shots where you get a veteran player like Berkey is. She's saying, you know what, I'm going to take the shot because there's a chance I'll get a foul if the basket doesn't go. That's just veteran play.
Well, she's a good free throw shooter on the season, hitting on 83%. She's 20 of 24 coming in. Maybe not a lot of volume, but the chances she's had, she has finished them. She'll look to go 2 for 2 here in this one, and that one does go in. So Berkey, who averages just over 7 points a game, gets on the board for her first 2, and it's a 1-point Ranger lead here, and we're already halfway through this first quarter. Fletcher-John will shoot the 15-footer off back iron, no good. Rebounded by Truman, so give the Cardinals credit. I don't think they've allowed New Knoxville any offensive rebounds. So it's New Knoxville's inability to score the ball. It's maybe New Bremen's ability to not hang on to it, or I should say inability, as they've had a number of turnovers and New Knoxville hasn't shot very well. Stays with the Cardinals. New Bremen on the season right now with a win on Wednesday, 14-9. They started off the season 5-0 before New Knoxville handed them their first loss. Truman off back iron, no good, and Meg Jurasic with the rebound. So Truman had a nice look, didn't drop. Gable working against Truman now, looking for Fletcher-John. And there's a foul against New Bremen, as not for sure it'll go on Friend or Truman here. Number 10. Truman, and she tried to stop Fletcher-John, a little bit too much contact. Gable to inbounds the basketball, and a turnover, miscommunication there on New Knoxville, so New Knoxville gives it back. Follow up with New Bremen. I mentioned a 5-0 start before they lost to New Knoxville by 8. They finished their next 18 games, including the tournament game, at 9-9. So they have played 500 basketball since that first loss, but the final 6 or 7 games, they're now 4-2, or I believe 5-2. So they've finished strong. Rechterman off the mark, rebounded by Jacqueline Leffel. So good entry pass to Rechterman. Gable feeds Leffel, and Morgan Leffel on an assist from Gable puts New Knoxville in transition, some transition points.
First basket from inside the arc.
Turnover, New Bremen. Fletcher-John trying to find Morgan Leffel, knocked out of bounds. So the Cardinals, Kaylee Friend saves another high percent shot opportunity. Howell back in the game replacing Friend. I mentioned the long pass there by Gable to Leffel. She took over the New Knoxville career assist per season towards the end of the season, beating a mark by Krista Oberlander. Oberlander sent that mark back in the 99 season with 104 assists. Gable ended the season with 113 assists. Fletcher-John for 3, no good. Rechterman with the defensive rebound. So again, New Bremen kind of limits New Knoxville to 1 and done. Cross-court pass to Rechterman. She kicks it out to Howell, who goes into the middle, and she will be fouled. Too much body contact on Haley Fletcher-John of the Rangers.
We're seeing a lot of physical play in the paint. We're not seeing a lot of actual shooting inside the paint. That's going to have to change if either one of these teams are going to start to make their mark.
New Bremen's picked up a couple fouls going to the basket, and during that dead ball, Chloe Berkey in for the Cardinals, as that shot by Cordonier was knocked out of her hands. We'll just say it was knocked out. So stays with the Cardinals. So Chloe Bornhorst, number 34 in for the Cardinals, post player. She'll work on the inside. Under 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Leffel with the steal. Turnover, New Bremen. Morgan Leffel, left-hand layup. Challenge, she misses, and she is fouled. Cordonier will pick up her first foul, but good anticipation by Morgan Leffel. And she will go to the free throw line. Watch it here in our replays. You'll see the finishing Yep, there is contact on number 12 with his shoulder against Leffel. A good shooter from the free throw line this year. 81%.
And I don't think you fault Cordonier with that. She got the lane, she clogged it. She had to make her shoot from the outside. You know, sure, she got the foul, but
Leffel connects on both. The 81% free throw shooter now with 4 points. New Knoxville's doubled up the Cardinals 5-10 or 10-5. Weave offense up front. Now they have both Truman and Howell in the game to try to handle the ball or to run the offense. This is Bornhorst. Man-to-man defense by the Rangers throughout. Howell's shot no good. Rebounded by Morgan Leffel. So errant shot there. Gable with the ball will look inside to Jurasic. There's a lot of people around her. Somebody's going to be open. Leffel's missed a couple, but makes this one her second of the game.
she is 3 for 4 from behind the arc.
But she's made 2 shots today, 2 so far.
2 for 4.
Yep.
I got to get my tallies right here.
There you go. It's all right. I knew she missed a couple as Gable falls down, gets back up, and Bremen not able to take advantage of the down player. Cordonier nearly, oh, she does. Turnover at New Bremen as Cordonier turns it over. So again, another turnover, Dean. There's been a number of them, and takes away your chance to score. It looks like New Bremen's going to pick up some pressure here. They bring Friend into the game. And she, I mentioned before, very athletic, can cover a lot of ground. She only had 2 points in her win against Hard Northern. And you know what? They came off of a steal she created. She swiped it, went coast to coast. No one could stop her. She right now is guarding Gable, who changes pace. Reverse layup, nice move. Number 32, Ellie Gable, using the baseline and going where most people don't go, and that's under the basket, coming up from the bottom, and she now has 5. Friend gets it on the inside, no good. So her shot missed, rebound by Jurasic. And the Rangers, the final, we'll say now 15 seconds. Look for them to go for the last shot. They're up by 10. Jurasic to Leffel, to Flutterjohn, down to 6. They get into Meg. She wheels, deals. Got to get a shot off, 16-footer, in and out by Jacqueline Leffel, no good. There's your end of first quarter buzzer with the Rangers on top by 10, 15-5. We'll take a break and come back with second half action following these messages.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Second quarter action set to begin. New Knoxville by 10, and Dean, the Cardinals had too many miscues in the first 8 minutes. They did not give them a chance to score.
Miscues, and they're not making plays. 8 turnovers total. Just 5 shots for them. Meanwhile, 10 shots in the first quarter for New Knoxville.
Well, there Jurasic, the opening jumper misses. New Bremen, another defensive rebound. The foul goes against Taylor Newman, her first. But New Bremen hasn't, I don't think, given up many offensive rebounds to New Knoxville. New Knoxville didn't maybe shoot that well, but they did have a couple 3-point baskets, 3 of them in the first quarter. New Bremen's lone field goal was a triple by Madison Cordonier. That was early in the game, and then 2 free throws by Kira Berkey. And that's been their 5 points so far. Long way to go. Working against a very tight New Knoxville man-to-man defense. Ellie Rechterman, no good. Offensive rebound, Cordonier, and that's another look. She'll shoot the 10-footer, no good. Meg Jurasic again, averaging 6 rebounds a game for the Rangers. Always around when there's a missed shot comes away. New Knoxville survives the multiple look opportunity for the Cardinals. Talk about running sharp offense. Dean, New Knoxville will be patient. You talked about that earlier. And they force the defense to make decisions, and when that bad decision is made, they take advantage of it.
And I don't think either one of these teams is running the offense they want. I'd say New Knoxville more just because they've got more baskets. But
3-point shot by Gable missed. Rebound by Berkey, and there's a foul by Gable, her first. So the New Knoxville picks up their 4th foul. All 4 fouls have been on 4 different players, so nobody for the Rangers in foul trouble as we speak. New Bremen with just 2 personal fouls. So again, no one with more than 1. Good shape for everyone here as we approach the 6-minute 30-second mark of the second quarter. Sectional championship game here at Lima Bath. Tight defense. Morgan Leffel nearly steps in to get another steal. Rechterman open. Muscles it in. Ellie Rechterman basket. Good job by the Cardinals. They nearly threw it away, Dean, but kind of in a breakdown on defense, find Rechterman.
Well, and that's what the game is about. You got those chess matches where you want to create mismatches, and they did it.
Gable, nice strong move. Got a screen from Jurasic, and no one from New Bremen able to stop her. 7 points, and boy, Howe right through the New Knoxville defense, but turns it over. Turnover, New Bremen, steal by Morgan Leffel. But Howe went down to the court pretty well, got through the front line, but then ran into trouble, and pass was picked off. Jacqueline Leffel, 3-pointer, off the mark. And that one will stay with the New Knoxville. Cordagna out of bounds to give the Rangers a rare, we'll call it offensive rebounds, a team rebound. A miscue there by the Cardinals. Gable will inbounds. Finds Haley Flutterjohn. Back to Gable. 16-footer up and in. Gable having a nice night offensively. Coach Burden wants a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with them and come back with more girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
Coach Chris Burden on a knee, talking to his team. Just give them a second here, take a breath. They trail by 12 now, 19-7, and his team defensively has had some breakdowns, especially containing Gable. Has been able to find some creases and hit some shots, but on the other end, comes back to taking care of the basketball, Dean, on offense.
Really, and New Knoxville, I wouldn't say is doing a clinic here by any stretch, but they're doing the little things, and they're doing the little things just enough more, and they're creating just enough separation. You know, we've got an 11-point, or we've got a 12-point game now.
And New Knoxville hasn't pressed. They don't go with a lot of players. We saw Hard Northern put some pressure on New Bremen and force some turnovers, but New Knoxville's been able to do that so far, kind of somewhat in the half court. But the Cardinals a long way to go. We'll look for their team to get offensively back on track here. And Gable will pick up her second foul. You cannot go through the defender. Right idea by the Cardinals. Get into the friend, and Gable, instead of going through, has to get around quicker. Take another look at it here. A beautiful angle there. It maybe it's minor touching, but from an official standpoint, there's contact, and it's called.
Still her second foul, and she may have to take the bench soon.
Friend inside, tough shot, well defended by Newman, and there's a foul. So Friend with a shot, Newman with a big rebound, and Friend maybe, again, maybe frustrated with not her shot going in. Goes after the rebound, commits the foul. So Friend with the first foul. Gable, the only player with 2 fouls, and New Knoxville faces a diamond and 1 press put against New Bremen, against them. Good passing, and Jurasic will make it. Assist Morgan Leffel. Basket Meg Jurasic. There were a couple times there, Nadine, it looked like maybe New Knoxville was going to throw it away, like a diamond and 1 press. The Cardinals can get a steal, but in the end, New Knoxville breaks it down and capitalizes on the opportunity.
And that's just connection. That's just these players knowing each other. That's knowing where they're going to be at.
It does make a difference, and everyone moves well. And Leffel comes up from behind and creates a turnover, a steal for Jacqueline Leffel. Another turnover for New Bremen. Jacqueline Leffel scarce to those type of things. She creates, or she gets 2 steals a game, so she's good nose for the ball. Morgan Leffel back to Jurasic, cross court to Newman to Fletcher-John in the corner. Man-to-man defense still by the Cardinals. New Knoxville, no hurry, and there's a foul against New Bremen's Madison Cordania running through the screen. Again, you can't run through the screen. You've got to go around, and Cordania picks up her 2nd foul. So New Bremen's leading scorer at 12.8 a game, has 3 points now. Scored a 3-pointer way back in the first quarter, Dean, but it has to sit down with 4:12 left in the half.
And I tell you, I feel like New Bremen, while they're staying with the man-to-man, they're kind of cheating because it's not really a tough, tight man-to-man. It's almost kind of like, okay, we're going to hedge our bets. Well, you got to go one way or the other, really.
Right now, New Knoxville's taking their time patiently. And there's an illegal screen on something. Jacqueline Leffel, who gets called number 4, Leffel, her first foul. Evidently set an illegal screen. So New Knoxville has 16 fouls. New Bremen will be in free throw opportunity on the next Ranger foul. Friend with the basketball. Kira Berkey, the only senior on the New Bremen roster. Truman hit a couple threes in the sectional game. Friend, offensive rebound, up and in. That's part of her ability there, as Truman misses a 3-pointer. Friend with the offensive rebound and stick back. Her first points of the game. She averages just under 11 a game, does Friend. And mention that rebound there by Friend. She averages 5 rebounds a game. And a couple of those have been offensive rebounds. So she, again, has a good jumping ability, is athletic, and Dean hangs around the bucket. You're going to get some opportunities. She capitalized.
You know, they talk about that being garbage time or garbage points or whatever, but they're still points.
Yes, they are, and that's triple. I don't want to say that, not the special teams version of it, but it's part of the game, and some teams can do it very well. And who's not going to take points if you're, in this case, the Cardinals? It's, you know, those are ones you like to get.
You know, it's kind of like in baseball or softball where you get a lazy pop-up. Well, they're going to say, well, that's kind of bogus, but no, it still counts as an out, so you're taking batters out of the box.
New Knoxville deliberate here, running a flex offense under 2 minutes and 40 seconds until halftime. 12-point New Knoxville lead. They led by 10 at the end of the first quarter, 15-5. So it's been a 6-4 advantage here in the second quarter by New Knoxville as they continue to run the flex. New Knoxville needs to set stationary picks. They got called last time as Newman does turn it over, had it nearly stripped. They get it to the girl they want. She's on a back-to-back buckets. And that's where she cashes in. Turnover by the Rangers. And it's now a 10-point game, but 4 points now by Friend within the last 2 possessions. And both, you know, were not traditional. One was the offensive rebound, and the other one was an assist following a turnover.
Well, she realizes that she's not going to get him just shooting, so she's got to make it happen.
Boy, number 14 for New Bremen, Lily Leonard's into the game. She nearly stepped right in the passing lane, as New Knoxville being a little complacent here, as that shot was blocked by Kira Berkey. So Jurasic's shot missed, but Berkey, who has 11 blocked shots on the season, lets Jurasic know she's there. However, it does stay with the Rangers to get another offensive rebound or team rebound here on the missed shot. So Berkey, the 12th block shot of the season. The Rangers force it into Jurasic, and it's going to be a turnover in the possession. So another New Knoxville turnover. Last minute or so, they've been very patient running the offense, trying to get inside to Jurasic, and 6 turnovers for the Rangers. And Bremen had a bunch, Dean, you said, in the first quarter. It doesn't seem like they've had as many here in the second quarter.
They're also not pushing as much as they did either.
Leonard's spin dribble, and she's going to be fouled by Newman. So Leonard's will go to the foul line, as New Knoxville's kind of helping the Cardinals along a little bit here with some turnovers, and then the foul. And I take that. Newman.
They're going to come here off of the set play. This may be a...
Now it is free throws. Okay. I thought it was going to be the free throws, a bonus situation. Leonard's 100% on the season. Only 2 shots, but she made them. So everyone's a big one. She will have a 1-on-1 here. Off the back iron, a friend, another rebound, and she's fouled, making her presence known. And that's a key of the game Coach Hagemeyer talked about, was rebounding, as Morgan Leffel picks up her second foul. So her and Gable will spend some time together. A minute 21 left as number 10, Carson Henson, replacing Leffel. Now, although
I meant to say in the pregame, as Friend goes, New Bremen is going to go. If she doesn't score points, if she doesn't make plays, it's going to be a long night for New Bremen. She is starting to make those plays.
Well, and she's getting a little bit of help here. She's not a very good free throw shooter this season, just 48% or 49%. She now makes her 5th point here, and she's come up big here for the Cardinals. And can't get the second one to drop. Rebound for New Knoxville. So the Rangers with a defensive rebound, and see what kind of offense they run. They've been very patient here the last few possessions, and of course Gable's off the court now, so that might be a difference, reason why they've struggled. Newman up to Henson, back to Flutterjohn for 3. Be a big shot if it drops off the mark. 3-pointer, no good. They get it to Friend again.
There she is.
And she misses the opportunity. So Friend's shot missed, rebounded by Newman. Rangers dodge a bullet, but that's the stuff teams can't keep up with. And for the Rangers, they will breathe a sigh of relief as the long rebound got into Bremen in transition, and Flutterjohn being hounded by Truman. Leffel for thought about it. Another turnover.
That's now number 7.
So New Bremen here down by 9, as it seemed like New Knoxville had been in control for most of this game, but give New Bremen, let's say, a nod, if you will, the final couple minutes here, that they've been the ones playing cleaner basketball. They're getting some offensive looks, they're getting some rebounds, some steals, creating some turnovers. We'll see if they take the last shot or the first good one. They don't have much time left. Friend gets it back to Truman. She sets up for 3, off the mark, no good. Friend nearly with the rebound, and there's a jump ball. So Truman's 3-pointer off the mark. Team rebound will go to New Knoxville, so give them the defensive board. Gable will come in with the 2 fouls, but just with 7 seconds left.
That really hurts for New Bremen. They're starting to get some momentum. They know that New Knoxville's a third-quarter team. They're also a third-quarter team. So, you want to get a little more of an advantage and get something before the buzzer. They weren't able to do it.
Clock running. Knoxville will not get anything off, and the buzzer will sound, and after 2 quarters of play, it's New Knoxville with a lead. They lead 21-12 at halftime. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have second half action here on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Quickly, we'll go to our halftime stats here before we get the ball in bounds, and we'll look at those numbers. The most important one right now is a 21-12 score. And we'll just maybe talk about them. Dean, the first half, New Bremen got some offense late through Friend, but other than that, struggled to put the ball in the basket.
Well, that tells me a couple things. It tells me that, you know, when Friend is in close, when she's being guarded very tightly. But when she gets open, she's making plays. When she's able to make plays, that's when she's going to score.
They get a nice look to Rechterman. There's a third foul on Friend. So to open the half, they got a three-point opportunity from Howe, who missed it. Another offensive rebound, and it looked like Friend was going to have a nice assist to Rechterman, but her shot misses. And I take that back. It's not Friend's foul. It goes against, maybe, I'm not sure, maybe it went on Rechterman. Gable for three. She's had a good half. She had 9 points in the first half. Spent some time on the bench with 2 fouls.
I had her being 4 of 6 overall, including 2 of 3 behind the arc.
Rechterman works her way right into Jurasic, and Rechterman with a nice move. Not only gets the bucket, but will go to the line, and she picks up the personal foul against Jurasic.
Rechterman really has been able to, if she's able to establish herself doing that, it could be a really, really productive night.
And it could be, and they missed the opportunity as New Knoxville gets the rebound. Gable feeling it, hit her last dribble, hits another one, back-to-back three-point shots here. Gable, good start here in the second half, and Bremen will try to answer. They had a good look the last time you mentioned, got a bucket from Rechterman, but missed the free throw. That time Rechterman's shot missed. Rebounded by Morgan Leffel. New Knoxville with the ball has had a, so far, 2 for 2 on possession-wise. Both times a three-point basket, both times by Ellie Gable. Leffel hit a couple threes in the first half as well. Also missed a few. As there should be a foul, and again, Howe trying to go through, or an Bremen player trying to go through the screen. You just cannot do that. Her first, though.
I got a sneaking suspicion that Rechterman is going to get positioned inside, and she is going to be a constant companion to Jurasic.
New Bremen probably will try to take that advantage as there's a foul on Kira Berkey. Her first. Yeah, you're right. I mean, if you can't score, let's say, from the perimeter, if you can go inside and think your athleticism is maybe better to get inside and work your offense. Before that, Coach Hegemeyer of New Knoxville will take a full timeout. We'll take one and come back with more action here. You're watching girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Coach Hegemeyer there talking to his team in his 15th season. I mentioned earlier, he surpassed Roger Stauffer, who was a Ranger coach for the boys, and through the 38 through 53 season in career wins. He did that a couple games ago. Tim now has 231 wins against 131 losses for a 64% winning percentage. Again, he's in his 15th season. Congratulations to Coach Hegemeyer, who saw something there, even though his team has come out and played well, saw something, took the time out, and we'll see his troops go back to offense here. We'll see what the Rangers do. They've got back-to-back fouls here against New Bremen. Both were running through Jacqueline Leffel and then Fallon where had the ball. So 2 fouls in this possession. And New Knoxville patient here. Cross-court pass to Newman to Leffel, looking inside at Jurasic, who's being guarded by Rechterman. And Rechterman's done a nice job. Morgan Leffel for 14. Off back iron, no good. A rare offensive rebound by the Rangers by Jurasic. Leffel gets it to drop, kind of an awkward angle, but the left-hander gets it to kiss off the glass. Asterisk on that one. Dean, credit Megan Jurasic keeping the possession alive. Offensive rebound. And you talked about, Dean, whether or not they'll look at Rechterman inside much. We'll see that work here. She's being hounded by Jurasic.
We've got physical versus athletic, and Rechterman and Jurasic down underneath. Again, that's going to be the battle of the game. From here on out, it's going to be, we talked about Friend. Friend's got to score points. But Rectorman has got to slow down Jurassic, and she's not scoring a lot, but she's got to slow her down, got to slow down her movement, and that's going to open up shots for her as well.
Now, Bremen has been aggressive, taking the ball to the basket, no doubt. As Howe steps back for three, no good, and that should be Ranger ball. So the three stays, I'm sorry, it should be New Bremen ball, as the three-point shot missed. Rebound will stay with the Cardinals as it goes out of bounds off of, I believe it was Jacqueline Leffel. So another look here. And Rectorman up top. Open is Howe for three. She gets it. Big shot by Katie Howe. Just her 8th made three-point shot of the season, but she was open and they create a turnover. Nearly did the Cardinals create a turnover, and I think they're going to call the third foul on Madison Cordonier. Level through it. It was tipped by Friend. We'll see another, what we have on a replay here. Again, the overhead pass, Friend deflects it, and somehow Cordonier there, the tough break on that one as she basically was in the way of Jurassic, who they felt must have had the ball possession and contacted her. Also, it could have been an opportunity going the other way.
Well, there wasn't any form of aggression other than she was just going for the ball, but nonetheless, only it's,
bang, bang. It's if not New Bremen, I think would have had it going the other way. New Knoxville nearly, at times have been very out of sync here with some, let's say, risky passes at times, but for the most part, very solid running their offense, patient.
I have to tell you, I thought this third quarter was going to be more offensive. I thought there was going to be more points put on the board, and it's really been much of the same. I thought it was going to be a higher scoring game anyways.
A lot of teams play good defense, and unless you're creative, it's tough to score. As Gable kind of wiggles through there, which she's very good at. Picks up a personal foul, will be at the free throw line for 2 free throws, her first attempts of the game. Kira Berkey picks up her second foul. Gable, first 2 free throws of the night. 79% on the season. Nothing but net as the Rangers were 2 for 2 in the first half. Gable, I mentioned earlier, and now the holder broke Krista Oberlander's season assist mark earlier late in this season. That one rattles in. She now holds a record for assists in the season with 113. Breaking a mark again by Krista Oberlander back in the 99 season. So New Knoxville up by 14. Cardinals can't get it all back in one possession, but they got to be very efficient with their possessions. They've got to score. There's a lot of basketball left to go. And they have people that can put the ball in the basket. They just got to be able to make sure they score and not turn it over. They turn it over, and New Knoxville does give it away. So back-to-back turnovers. Coach Burden will take a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. So we will keep it right here as Coach Burden wants to make sure he secures that possession with 3:39 left. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors for tonight. They include St. Mary's Foundry, The Spot, St. Henry Bank, SecureCom, Wegner's IGA, Cargill, Wayne Trail, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Carriage Works, Cy Sweeterman, Wilson Health, Fowler's TV, Ferguson Construction, New Knoxville Supply, Sweeterman Pharmacy, Precision Strip, Plygem, Minster Bank, Hometown Opportunity, Frost Roofing. Our Keys of the Game is brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Our replays have been brought to you by Winners Meats, and our player of the game will be sponsored by NKTelco, and our scoreboard sponsor is First National Bank. And again, our starting lineups were brought to you by American Trim. So thank you to that host of sponsors that allow us to bring you this. And this is sectional championship basketball with 2 MAC teams playing here at Lima Bath.
I really think New Bremen is trying to make something happen, and they are not being successful doing it. They're not sure which way to go.
Truman for 3. Big shot, Aaliyah Truman. She played well in their victory, hitting a couple. And again, only averaging 1.5 points per game. Her 9th made a 3-point shot on the season, so both her and Howe have hit triples this quarter. Gable's mark, or 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Rectorman. So two, let's say, non-normal three-point scores have hit triples for New Bremen. And Howe and Truman combined, they've only made 15 all year. And combined, they shoot at 19%. But again, it doesn't matter what's on paper. It matters what's happening out here. And they've helped the Cardinals stay in this game. They trail by 11. Meg Jurasic nearly comes away with a steal, goes out of bounds. So the Cardinals will reset. Truman hit her last shot. Off the mark this time and into the hands of Meg Jurasic. So a three-point miss by the Cardinals. New Knoxville one and done defensively, or with the defensive rebound. Leffel being hounded by Truman. Good move by Leffel. The floater off the mark, no good. Boy, right move though with Truman right on her. Morgan able to kind of go to the basket. Doesn't make the shot. Tough angle with no bank board. Ball attempted to go into Rectorman, but the angle not there, and out of bounds it goes. Turnover, New Bremen. Mentioned these two MAC schools. New Knoxville put 4 players on MAC honors this year. Ellie Gable with the ball now, first team. One of 4. The other first team player was this one right here, Meg Jurasic. Both earned first team honors. Also for New Knoxville, second team went to Morgan Leffel, number 5 right there. And the final player with honorable mention belonged to Jacqueline Leffel, number 4. And good entry pass to Morgan Leffel from Gable, and she is fouled, will go to the line. So 4 Rangers make MAC mention, and for the Cardinals, they had 3 players make it. First team honors Madison Cordonier. Second team, Kaylee Friend. Honorable mention, Kira Berkey. Morgan Leffel with the first of 2. She hit both of her attempts in the first quarter. She now has 5 points. These 2 teams played last year in the sectional championship game. The only difference was it was at St. Mary's. Rangers won by 4. So the teams obviously play each other once a year, and here the past couple years we're getting 2 doses of one another. Timeout by Coach Hegemeyer. And it looks like it's a full timeout, so we will take one with them. You're watching girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Big point of the game here as New Knoxville takes timeout up by 13. Dean, we talked, the Rangers with a 13-point lead. At times, New Bremen looks like they'd get some momentum. They get it to single digits to 9, and then Knoxville bounces it back up. So a long way to go, but New Bremen needs to continue to start knocking down this lead.
Well, it's a championship game. You need to play like it is a championship game. You need to take control. I'm not sure that New Knoxville is doing that. They're scoring, they are winning, they just are not putting that knife in. They are not stepping on the gas.
Well, they're going to have a chance here, and it's at that situation, maybe that's the best way, like you said, to put it. They can go from 13 to maybe 20 if New Knoxville can come up with some big plays here and really make it difficult for the Cardinals. If they don't, let's say, play aggressive or play well, New Bremen has a chance to go from 13 to maybe 7 with a quarter to go. So then, these important minutes here as we wind down to third quarter. Who can either blow it open or who can shut the door or close the gap. And
I just don't think New Bremen has found the combination they want. We thought it was going to be Friend making some things happen. We thought it was going to be
in the second quarter
inside. But it's not consistent.
Yeah, it isn't.
They're not finding that.
And you look at Cordonier for New Bremen. Other than the opening 3-pointer she made, Morgan Leffel's done a nice job on her. She's been shut down. New Bremen puts the press on again. And if you take away those 5 points Friend got, 1 on an offensive rebound and 1 on a steal, and then a free throw, then they have really not scored many points at all. But those things have happened. Each team has some chance to make statements here. New Knoxville can grow the lead to the largest it's been with the 15-footer here from Morgan Leffel, and she does just that. Nice screen by Jurassic. Good touch from 15 feet. Morgan Luffel now with 8 points.
I guess here's what I'm saying. If Friend doesn't score 12, 14 points, they don't win it.
Well, we'll see once here. Unless they get it from someone else. Friend will go at the basket. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Meg Jurassic, and she will give it back. So the rebound for the Rangers and not able to secure the landing. Jurassic will create the turnover, I guess, or get called for the turnover, but at least it's 5-on-5 situation versus a layup opportunity or where she panics, falling down and just throws it in the air, and the Bremen gets it and goes in for a layup. So it's 5-on-5 now as Bornhorst gets it. It goes back to Howell. Cordonier, as we said, has 3 points on the night. Working against Flutterjohn now as they switch and throws it out of bounds. Again, pressure defense by the Rangers, causing a New Bremen turnover.
You know what? Here's the thing. If you have got pressure defense against you, you got to bunch up, and then you got to get free. They're not doing that.
Having a little bit of trouble against the Ranger half-court defense. Rangers have yet to press. The Bremen at times has put a diamond and one on against New Knoxville. Gable off the mark with that three-pointer. Cordonier with the rebound. Last heave, desperation shot off the mark. At the end of 3 quarters, New Knoxville owns a 15-point lead, 35-20. We'll take a break and come back with the final 8 minutes here on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiederman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
8 minutes remain for the right to go to the Wapak District and face MAC opponent Fort Recovery, who escaped against St. Henry with a 2-point win earlier tonight here at Bath, 36-34. What a game against the Indians and the Redskins, and the Indians and MAC champions, co-champions, hold on, and they will play the winner of this game at Wapak on Thursday. Gable kicks out to Jacqueline Luffel. 3-point shot off the mark, no good. Rebound goes to Cordonier. Cordonier averaging 13 points a game and 6 rebounds, has 3 tonight. They get the ball into Rechterman, and Jurassic will get called for coming through Rechterman. Meg will pick up her second foul. Howell will inbounds the basketball. New Knoxville will pick up their 3rd team foul. Cordonier into Friend, knocked away by Flutterjohn. Turnover, New Bremen, so another turnover against the Cardinals.
Again, missed opportunities. You can't have that. You know it's coming. There's no excuse. You're coming in off of a set play. It can't happen.
Good defense by the Rangers, stepping around Friend, deflecting the ball. So we'll see what New Knoxville will do, if they will be patient here. Again, you don't want to necessarily shut down your offense, but you definitely don't want to take a bad shot. And they get a 15-footer from Jurassic, no good. Friend runs it down. New Knoxville will hustle back. Don't want to give the Cardinals anything in transition. Force them to score on 5-on-5. Howell up top to Cordonier. Looking for the backside lob to Rechterman. Good defense by Jurassic. The pass maybe underthrown by half a foot.
And Jurassic just a little bit taller and a little bit longer arms. She makes that. And again, you don't want to underthrow it there. You got to do it with intentionality, with authority.
Gable shot blocked by Rechterman. New Bremen will look for opportunity here in transition as the shot was missed. Cordonier goes right in, offensive foul. Good job by Haley Flutterjohn holding her ground. Cordonier picks up her 4th foul. And that's a tough break for the Cardinals. Their leading scorer now with 4. She will stay in the game. Good job by Haley Flutterjohn taking the charge. Pressure defense now by New Bremen as 2 minutes nearly gone here in this final quarter. It's still a 15-point lead. Boy, long diagonal pass to Megan Jurasic, back to Leffel, and back up to Flutterjohn. So New Knoxville breaks the press against New Bremen. Nearly, though, it was almost stolen. It was a long diagonal pass, right idea, but
you don't normally think of passes like that as being dangerous, but boy, that created a lot more adventure than it needed.
You know, that pass gets stolen down there as Leffel drives and scores. That pass going diagonally to the other end is better than throwing it across court on that cat head, because if it gets stolen at the middle of the court, New Bremen's going to the basket uncontested. So right idea is New Bremen now will, facing their biggest deficit of the night by 17, will look to score and get in a hurry. Cordania, a good shot for her. She will bury it. The Cardinals will take a 30-second timeout. They have 5 minutes, 19 seconds left. And with this timeout here, we'll talk about that tournament trail again. As we mentioned it earlier, the winner of tonight's game will move on to what is called the Wapak District semifinal game. Right now, the New Knoxville, the 4 seed, playing New Bremen, the 6 seed, has the advantage. They would move on to play Thursday, the 27th, against Fort Recovery, who won earlier tonight, as I said, 36-34 over St. Henry. Fort Recovery, the number 1 seed in the bracket, and also co-MAC champs, escapes, and they will play the winner of this game. And on the top bracket, you had Marion Local and Minster. Marion, the co-champs, along with Fort Recovery. But Marion Local and Minster playing tonight in St. Mary's, and the winners of those games will also advance to Wapak and play the first game if Marion Local and Minster both win at St. Mary's tonight. So New Knoxville, 5 minutes ago, turns it over. Turnover with New Knoxville. Friend out in front. No one can catch her. And she scores, so a good timeout by the Cardinals as they come down and create a turnover, and New Knoxville not able to get back. And those are the turnovers you don't want when you can't stop the team at capital, or that they caused it. So Flutterjohn will go to the foul line here as she is fouled by Truman, her second foul. You wonder if Coach Burden will, you know, he probably knows New Knoxville runs a flex a lot and can kill the clock. So you wonder if they will maybe try to put this into some sort of a free throw shooting contest, as Flutterjohn misses, but the rebound will stay with New Knoxville. Offensive rebound for them, break for the Rangers.
Ladies and gentlemen, hot dogs are gone with pizza. It's still the concession stand of $1.
Flutterjohn with the pass into Gable. I mentioned earlier, you hate to stall it, if you will, because you got to keep your offense going. It's hard to turn that light switch on and off, but New Knoxville definitely has been patient all year with running clock and being patient. They nearly throw it away, and fortunately Coach Hagemeyer doesn't like what he sees. He'll take a timeout, and we'll see if it's a 30 or a full timeout. We'll take one again and come back with 4:22 left in this game. You're watching girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
4:22 left, Dean. The Rangers up by 12. New Bremen needs to get busy in a hurry, create some steals and get some quick points.
And they're going to pull up all the stops. Going to throw the kitchen sink at them. And watch for those threes. They're getting hotter. They have made 4. They made 1 in the first quarter, but they've gotten hotter. Can't make the push, but they've got to start it. They've got to do it now.
Well, they're going to need the ball back, and they fouled the Rangers last trip, and Flutterjohn missed the free throw. Gable goes hard, In the free throw that New Knoxville missed, they're actually able to run the rebound down. Long story short, after nearly New Bremen getting a couple steals, Gable goes to the basket and picks up the personal foul against Friend, her fourth. So both her third. Gable, who has been very good tonight, 2 for 2 from the line so far, make it now 3 for 3. Gable with team high 18 points, make that game high, 18 points. That one hard off the iron. Friend runs it down. So New Bremen got a bit of a stop, just 1 point by the Rangers, a 13-point lead as we near the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Entry pass to Rechterman. Drozic went for the steal, missed it. Leffel commits the foul, so the clock stops. And she picks up her third, and boy, New Bremen likes this. If they can hit points from the line, Dean, with a clock stop, best of both worlds.
And I think that was Rechterman really forcing that shot, trying to get it off to get the foul.
Well, Rechterman converts on the first attempt. 68% free throw shooter on the season. She's 1 of 2 in this game, averaging 6.3 points a game and 4.4 rebounds coming into the game. Very good field goal shooter from 2-point range, Dean, 50% on the season. So she's been very good in, when she's had her attempts inside. So New Bremen gets 2 free throws. Friend with 3 fouls, and here comes a double team. Good job throwing them where they're not. Leffel shot no good.
Excellent pursuit throughout that possession.
Got a quick opportunity by the Rangers. They get the rebound. Leonard's for 3. Bottom of the net, another triple. A timeout by Coach Burton, a 30-second timeout. Make it a full timeout. So a full timeout. We'll take another look at here. We'll just keep it here. Again, Leonard's buries it, and maybe not one of your more common shooters to hit it, but so far in the second half, Dean, there have been 4 made 3-point buckets by the Cardinals. Leonard just hit 1. That's her 8th of the season. She shoots at 20% on the year. Aaliyah Truman has hit 1. That's her 9th of the season at 20%. And Katie Howe hit her 8th. And also about a 19-20% shooter. So give the Cardinals credit, Dean. They've been hitting some shots from let's say, some unlikely characters. The one that's more common is Madison Cordonier. She hit her second three-pointer here in the fourth quarter, but she's a very good three-point shooter at 36%. So also, Dean, 8-point lead, the closest Cardinals have been in a while.
They're whittling it away, and I'm telling you what, there's something about getting under 10 points. I don't care what point it is in the game. Your emotions change, your attitude change, and suddenly you start to think this can happen.
Yeah, I think right now the Bremen playing with a lot of confidence. At the 5:19 mark, of the fourth quarter, it was 37-23. So New Bremen's outscored New Knoxville 7-1. Fletcher-John in trouble. Still in trouble. Gonna have to hustle, but they have some numbers. Gable gets it across, stop the count. Will fall down, another turnover. So New Knoxville helping the Cardinals in their comeback here. Had a quick shot and missed the last possession. Now they turn it over. A lot of time left for Coach Burton and his team.
How about Friend right there? The temptation would have been to commit the foul just to get the ball back. And she stayed with it and forced the...
Well, good job by Gable. She commits a steal, so a turnover by the Cardinals. Leffel nearly over and back as she had established front court, but straddled that line, but avoids the over and back, and becomes a ball handling contest now as they'll look for Gable, who's the ball handler for the Rangers, and she will create a foul against, I believe, Rechterman.
Rechterman is the one who's going to get it.
And it is. Taking another look at it here, you'll see Gable getting down into a dangerous zone. Friend let her go a little bit, but boy, that's a trap zone down there if you're not careful. So big free throws coming up. Gable missed her last one. Double bonus situation, Dean, so the Rangers shooting 2 free throws the rest of the game, and that's back-to-back for a 79% free throw shooter. Both of them missed. Cordano rebound. New Bremen by 8, down by 8, a chance to, they get to Friend. She's gonna have an open layup. Misses the shot. Jurasic, huge rebound. Tough break for Friend, who had the avenue. They got the ball quickly down the court. New Knoxville appears to be in ball control with 2:40 left. Leffel off the mark, and she is fouled. So tough shot for Leffel, being a left-hander on the right side. Rechterman picks up the foul. Take another look at it here. Dean for Leffel.
Great move inside. Very hard shot. You know, it's all about possession, but you still got to put points up.
Well, Leffel connects. That's the alternative. If you hate to shut down your offense, but if the foul isn't called, you miss a shot, then it's like, well, should we run more clock? But so far, she gets 1 of 2. Another rebound for Cordonier. So the rebound for the Cardinals, and they trail by 9. Another turnover. And they give it back. Friend will call the foul. It shouldn't be a basket, as that was a wild little situation there. But back-to-back turnovers. And then the foul was on Friend, and it was not a shooting foul, so it should be 1 and 1.
But boy, do they petition for it.
Yeah, if this is overturned, I'll be surprised. Block, out of bounds. Good conversation there. Although Jurasic picks up her 3rd foul, but boy, New Bremen is getting the looks they want. They're getting some turnovers. New Knoxville has been a little not securing the ball for the most part. But New Bremen has missed some shots as Jurasic steps around. Good job by Megan.
I don't even think that was the shot they wanted. But they saw her in there thinking, okay, we can push it. That
2 minutes, 25 seconds. Friend is open on the backside. Too hard. Jurasic another rebound. And Truman picks up the foul. But boy, Friend gets open. But cannot convert. We'll walk to the other end as Truman picks up her 3rd foul. And Meg Jurasic will be at the line for 2 shots. And New Knoxville mentioned this in his first game, the semifinal game. This is their 4th game in this gym this season. They lost the first 2 times, so the win tonight would give them a 2-2 record, if you will. But one of those losses, their first game of the season here against Bath, Jurasic had a chance to win it at the buzzer from the foul line. Her shot rims in and out, no good. They lose in overtime. They lost the next game to Marion Local in overtime. So Meg would like to do nothing more than come back here and hit a couple free throws, and she does just that, puts the lead back up to 11 as we near the final 2 minutes.
And that may be the straw that broke the camel's back. New Bremen just
it's getting close. You're right. Cordonier trying to make something happen off of the hands of Lennertz. Turnover to Bremen, and well, they're trying to get some opportunities as Cordonier's here working there.
It's one thing to want opportunities. They're not creating opportunity. Lennertz was there standing. She should have been moving to the ball. She should have been moving somewhere. She had to react to catch up with the basketball. That's not good offensive play.
There's a foul. I think they're going to get Friend running through a screen on New Knoxville. So Friend now picks up her 4th foul, and that will be free throws here. And it was Haley Flutterjohn that, let's just say, got kind of run over. So 2 shots for Flutterjohn, who missed her first attempt back, well, in this quarter. Earlier in this quarter, she missed the front end of a 1-on-1. She's a 69% free throw shooter. Makes good on the first of 2. As Lennertz, a 3-point shooter, maybe as she comes in for offense, he'll take Friend out. Lennertz already a 3-point made basket here in this quarter. Flutterjohn misses. Boy, Cordonier's had a handful of rebounds as New Bremen comes down with another defensive rebound. They nearly throw it away again, though. That's the problem. They need to get shots off. Cordonier for 3, short. Meg Jurasic runs it away, or runs it down, and will throw it off of herself. Got to be careful when you're falling out of bounds into the enemy's basket. She tried to chuck it off the leg of a Cardinal. She did. It came back and hit her, but you hate to throw it away. You don't want to give the Cardinals an uncontested look under their own bucket. So maybe fortunate for the Rangers that it's this situation where they can play 5-on-5. Final minute 45. Lennertz
So that's what you do.
That's why she's in the game.
You get movement, you get separation, you get shots, you make them. That's what Lennox did. She didn't do that before. She's now 2 for 2 from outside.
Yeah, she's come up with some big shots. Gable split the defense, and New Knoxville right now in, let's say, hold on to the ball and get fouled mode because they dribbled in through the paint and dribbled out. They'll force the Cardinals to foul, I would assume, and try to solve the victory or solve the game, if you will, from the foul line. Not sure how long Bremen will wait as we're down to the final minute and 5 seconds. And they run up. Kira Berkey picks up her 3rd foul. That's her 4th foul. So Berkey, the lone senior dean on the squad with 4 fouls. And Gable will have 2 shots from the line for New Knoxville. Well, if New Knoxville wants to move on, I think they're going to do it from the line here. And Gable, though, a good shooter, has missed her last 3 foul shots. Makes good on that one. Back to a 10-point lead.
You know, and then let's say really what it is. New Knoxville has had control of this game from the very get-go. New Bremen had opportunities, but neither one of these teams, as I've said, really played what was a championship game.
Another rebound by Cordonier as into the game is Riley Tretman for the Cardinals. Turnover New Bremen, as checking out for the Cardinals was number 23, Kira Berkey. Again, the lone senior on the squad for New Bremen. As New Bremen, I don't know if we'll see once here if they foul or just play tight defense, trailing by 10. Friend nearly comes away with a steal, and that will be a foul on number 10, her 4th. So New Bremen will put Gable back at the foul line. And Gable, who hit 1 of 2, has struggled a bit from the line. She was 1 of 2 her last possession, trying to hit both of these and put the lead back up to 12. This will be her 10th attempt as Rechtman leaves and Chloe Bornhorst in for the Cardinals. A make here by Gable will make it 5 for 10, well under her percentage of 79. And she makes her 2nd one. As in for Madison Cordonier, number 32, Mallory Messick, as Coach Burton is unloading his squad, if you will. Rachel Brown, 44, in for Friend, and Abby Powers, number 30, in. And for New Knoxville, Carly Flutterjohn, number 20, the 4th senior on the squad, enters the game. New Bremen, also Carson Henschen in for Meg Jurasic, as New Knoxville will earn back-to-back sectional titles against their neighboring town rivals, New Bremen, this time at Bath. Last year was at St. Mary's. 3-point shot made by Rachel Brown, so another unlikely character, if you will, that's made a 3-pointer. And that has kept New Bremen in this game as Flutterjohn will give it to Gable. Final 25 seconds. New Bremen will not foul, but continue to play defense. Maybe they will foul, as still playing pretty aggressive, but there's just 15 seconds left. Following this game, we'll take a short break, and we'll come back for the ribbon-cutting ceremony for the Rangers. The clock winding down. The final 5 seconds, as the final score will be 44-36. There's your buzzer. Congratulations to the New Knoxville Rangers, your sectional champs. We'll take a short break and come back with our stats and recap here on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it Caring Without Limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos system takes the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Meg Jurasic, the first Ranger up with her portion of the net, one of the 4 seniors, and they will go first. Next one is Jacqueline Leffel. Again, 4 seniors on the Rangers squad. Jurasic had 4 points in the game. Jacqueline Leffel finished tonight with 11. Taylor Newman did not score tonight. Marion Local, we just heard 1. So they will move on to the Wapak District as well. Next senior is Carly Flutterjohn, number 20. So New Knoxville will play Fort Recovery, a team that beat the Rangers handily at Fort Recovery in league play. So the Rangers will have to regroup and come back with a better performance against the Indians, who were the co-league champs. Now we have Morgan Leffel. Morgan on a night ended the night with 8 points. Good job defensively against Cordonier. So there was our lone junior. And then the first sophomore, Ellie Gable. Big night for Gable, had 20 points. Led all scorers tonight. Next is Haley Flutterjohn, who contributed with a free throw late in the 4th quarter. Another sophomore now up that played tonight will be number 10, Carson Henson. Did not score. Getting her piece of the net. A lot of sophomores on this team. And making the next trip up will be her sister Avery Henson, who missed this year with an ACL injury. So getting some good experience, if you will, from the sideline this year, and we'll be ready to play next year. Another sophomore now coming up is Becca Leffel. Rangers with 7 sophomores on the squad. We'll lose 4 seniors, have the lone junior and Morgan Leffel, then 7 sophomores. Here's another one, Melissa Waterman. And the last sophomore will be Erica Wiedock. And then we're going to have some managers also getting a chance to cut the net. And the first manager will be, looks like John Gable. Talk about that matchup with Fort Recovery for the Rangers. They lost to the Indians earlier this year in league play at Fort Recovery by 50-28 margin. So didn't play real well against the Indians then. We'll look to improve on that performance. Next manager up is Evan Flutterjohn. And again, Fort Recovery escaped tonight earlier in our first game here with a 36-34 victory over St. Henry. Redskins gave the Indians everything they wanted, and the Indians hold on and earn a right to play now the Rangers at Wapak. And we know Marion Local won, and I'm assuming Minster also won. If that's the case, Minster would play Marion, Fort Recovery would play New Knoxville. in an All-Midwest Athletic Conference District Final. So another manager now coming up will be Caden Whites. And last manager will be Ava Jurasic, Megan's sister. A couple connections there with Jurasic, Megan's sister. John Gable is Ellie's brother. Evan Flutterjohn is Carly and Haley's brother, and their dad's the assistant coach. And so Ava takes her turn, and Olivia Lammers plays JV basketball, also doing some filming for the Rangers in this tournament. The Rangers will wait for head coach or the assistant coaches and coaches to take their piece of the net, and then we will wrap things up here, and maybe we'll get a chance for Dean. Maybe we'll take a quick break and come back with the stats once we have the net cutting conclusion. As Court Flutterjohn, assistant coach. And now we will have Kay Webb, the athletic director. Matt Gable will take his turn, assistant coach, actually JV coach for Coach Hagemeyer. Has been with Tim for many years in some capacity, whether it's JV or assistant coach. And now Tim Hagemeyer, the head coach who surpassed Roger Stauffer, checks the rim for flexibility, becomes New Knoxville winningest coach this year, hoists the net, and the team will gather for a quick picture here. A sectional championship back-to-back years for New Knoxville. And this will earn them the right to go to play full recovery on Thursday at Wapak. So we will take a short break here, and when we come back, we'll wrap up our final stats and announce our player of the game. Again, you're watching girls high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gerstner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
Welcome back to Lima Bath, where the Rangers have concluded the sectional championship with an 8-point win over the Cardinals. And with our game stats, here is Dean Jackson.
Well, it comes down to just like this. More shots, more made. New Knoxville, you know, pretty evenly played, except for when you get to 3-point. Well,
actually, the free throw line was a difference.
Free throw was
Bremen actually came up with some extra 3-point made buckets, and we talked about it right from the most unlikely characters. But the Rangers, you know, stats are pretty even, but they take advantage of the free throws and secured enough, make enough of those. Dean, weren't perfect down the stretch, but got enough of those. And
you look at those new Bremen three-pointers. A lot of those came in the second half when they were just trying to chuck anything, trying to make anything happen.
5 of those 6 were all in the second half, and 4 of them were in the third quarter. And 1 by Cordonier and 2 from Lily Lennertz, 1 from Rachel Brown late in the game. And you throw in Aaliyah Truman and Katie Howell. Those were the people that made the shots for the Cardinals. And let's run through New Bremen's scoring. a host of players score, no one in double figures. They had 3 players that finished the game with 6 points. Leonard's was 6, Madison Cordonier was 6, Ellie Reckerman was 6. And I should say Kelly Friend, their leading scorer, had 7. So Friend was 7. Those other 3 girls were 6 apiece. 3 from Katie Howe, 3 from Aaliyah Truman, 3 from Rachel Brown, for their total of 36. Add in Kiara Berkey, the lone senior, did have 2 points. So there's your total of 36 for the Cardinals. They finished the year 14-10 for New Knoxville. Leading scorer in the game, 20 points, Ellie Gable. Also in double figures for New Knoxville, Jackson Luffel with 11. Morgan Luffel with 8. Meg Jurassic with 4. Haley Futterjohn with 1 for their total of 44. Our player of the game tonight goes to New Knoxville's sophomore point guard, number 32, Ellie Gable. Finished the game with 20 points. Dean really played a nice game. Had to sit out a bit in the second quarter, 2 fouls, but really played a nice game.
Well, she was making things happen. She played very tough on defense. The other thing that I like about her is she was consistent in a game that really didn't have a lot of rhythm. She was able to just continue to do her game and can do it in a pattern. I mean, she scored 20 points.
Yep, she did well. She hit some big shots, and that congratulations to Ellie. The 20 points, hit 3 triples, and struggled a bit with the free throw line. A little uncharacteristic, but maybe gets that out of her system. And her team will advance to the Wapak District and play the semifinal game against Fort Recovery, 8 o'clock on Thursday, February 27th. That will wrap things up here from the Lima Bath High School. Our camera operator tonight, Mark Fissel. Our director was Bryce Hamrick. Our assistant director, Patrick Toller. For my partner, Dean Jackson, I am Jeff Henschen. We hope that you enjoyed this telecast here on NKTelco Sports. Once again, final score, New Knoxville 44, New Bremen 36. Thanks for watching.